G'day guys and girls. Look, feels like it's been ages since I've spoken to you. Sorry about that. I took 5 days out to go up to Noosa to do some fishing with my old man. He beat me as per usual, and now I'm back in Sydney. I forgot to take my laptop cord, which means that effectively I was trying to buy another one, but I couldn't buy it, so it didn't work. Anyway, I am back and wanted to do a quick analysis of Bitcoin. Analyst. Head's still in holiday mode. So I'm looking at the XBT here. Okay, so we have obviously seen a very, very big move. I've since been stopped out of my long. So I might just jump across to the other. I was long back there. Okay, so let me show you. I got this out onto the Market View subscription, and it's a Bitcoin breakout trade, and I got out, I think it was about here is the point that I got out. Yeah, I know, we moved a lot higher, but I'm pretty satisfied with that. Really, really good profit. One of the apprentices ended up scoring a 20-odd% move on his entire account, so some really good trading. There was plenty of opportunities to get in for those that know what they're looking for right now. Well, notice how these were nice smooth candles. It was, the candles were smaller. They were pulling back in nicely. There was really good cyclicity. Before that, we built up into the break. Now what we're seeing is a bit of a confused market as far as I'm concerned. Big candles again, and big candles for those that have gone through the courses, you'll understand that often after big candles follows a pullback. Now, I'm not suggesting that we're going to see a major pullback, but what could we see? And this is what's important. We've got messy candles out here, lower high, lower low. Yes, it's a downtrend. No, it's not one that I'm actively looking to trade anymore. I did take a small hedge this morning on the 1 hour candle, and I did get stopped out. Very small trade, but I wanted to be hedged just in case we did see that continue on the downside. And the setup was there. It just wasn't one of my better ones, I've got to be honest. So right now I'm watching this. We've got a cradle candle in the cradle zone. Sorry, a small bullish candle in the cradle zone right now. It's not closed, of course. We've got a long time still to wait. But let's go back and refresh the sorts of pullbacks that we've seen throughout Bitcoin's runs in 2017. From the high to the low, we're talking 31%. That's the first one. From the high to the low, we're talking 38%. Then we go to the next one. From the high to the low, 40%. And the final one is, well, actually that's not really the one we're looking at. 1, 2, 3, we'll call that, okay? Now we haven't had a single pullback on the weekly yet. Not a single one that has come back in properly and taken a few weeks, like it did back here, like it did back here. We have not seen it a single time. Is it likely to happen? It's going to happen at some point, absolutely. Let's call it a 35% pullback. Go in the middle, right? We're talking about getting back to here, 8,900, and that doesn't even get us back into the cradle zone. Let's look at what 40% looks like. 40% gets us somewhere back into that cradle zone. We've also got a couple of other things to consider. When we have pulled back into the cradle, we've had some very good moves. We haven't had that yet, and from the lows, we have really seen a very big move, over 300% to the upside. If we do see a pullback, do I think it's a bad thing? Absolutely not. A pullback's never a bad thing. A pullback allows us opportunities. A couple of things before we got to those deeper pullbacks, however, to be aware of is that we do have it. Look, it's not a perfect level of resistance, I've got to be honest, but there's that consolidation. These were 2019 highs. We had to break that before we did see this juggernaut of a move kick on. Now we're back. If we get back into that region, well, that could act as support as well. So we've got some support there. We've got the moving averages there, the cradle zone on the daily, on the weekly, and we do have a very bearish candle right there. That candle doesn't say anything to me unless we break the lows of it. Really, that's all I'm going to say on that matter. So it's just a good time to really be waiting. And just waiting to see what happens next. Across much of the top 10, it's looking very similar with some very uncertain looking charts, some messy, choppy looking charts as well. Not charts that I want to be involved with for the time being. Now, I can turn on a dime, as we know, and it probably will. I'm just waiting for those opportunities. By the way, I'm absolutely overwhelmed. Thank you for this national tour that we're doing. I'm completely humbled and overwhelmed by the sort of response we've had. We're having events filling up very, very quickly. We haven't done any marketing or advertising yet. We were a week behind on that, unfortunately. Still trying to work out how to do it, to be honest with you. We've never been able to on Facebook before. We've only just been able to start doing it, so we're trying to work out how. So there are still places available. They're filling pretty quick, though. We continue to see more and more people coming in and doing it. So thank you so much for the confidence. If you have any questions, just get onto the website in the little chat box and ask the staff there. It'll either be me or somebody else that will help you out. And if you haven't got your spot, I'd love to see you come along. You can use crypto to pay as well if you don't want to use it out of your hard-earned dollar money, pocket money, whatever money it is that you make. Guys, have a great day, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. It's good to be back in Sydney, feeling pretty damn refreshed. And I'm also happy that there's not too much going on today, just waiting for the market to let me know what's going to happen next. Have a good one, guys. Bye for now.